Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back. The time is currently 2:15 p.m. and it's April 7th, 2023. So I found this article that came across my news feed from Droid Life, and I found it interesting because those of you that are Android device users, and maybe even iPhone users, you know, I'm sure you guys have experienced issues when, downloading apps, with all that we're told about, the possibilities of insecurities of these apps that are uploaded to the Play Store, how, there's possibilities that your information is being kept, stored, and who knows what's actually being done with it, right? So, an article was released that Android is finally stepping up in a big way, and basically they're going to be forcing app developers to come up with a way to allow you to remove your data when you uninstall an app. So I guess if you install the app, you accept the terms, conditions that as long as you have the app, your information is going to be stored, I guess, as part of, creating the account, which I kind of feel like they should give you an option to kind of not allow that as well. Maybe I don't see why they need too much information, of course, depending on what kind of app, right? So if you're downloading, say, a fitness app, you don't need to store your address or, birthday or anything like that. Maybe they just want to know the year, right? So if you're 30 years old, this way, if it's like a fitness app, based on a 30-year-old, whether it's male or female, weight, activity, things like that, I can understand. Maybe that's why they need a little bit of, some of your sensitive information, but they don't need a month, they don't need a date, or shouldn't, and things of that nature. So I found the article interesting because, like I said, it's been a concern, and I like that they're doing it. They should have been doing it. They're very late in this, and but better late than never, right? So it looks like the Android team is introducing new rules for developers of the app to allow account creation and or the storing of users' data such as files, photos, or videos. That's a big thing. Having your personal photos on there, and phone data, what if there's financial information that's being stored? Definitely your photos, or who knows where they are on the web, right? I think we're pretty much all on there anyway. So, I mean, we live in a world where, nothing's really sacred anymore, right? But the option should be there, and especially if you end ties with the app and you uninstall it and you're no longer using it, they definitely should not have any of your information stored, even if they think, well, it's because you may reinstall the app and it'll make things easier and we can track how many actual users are installing the app as a new user and not previous. So I get why they might do it, but either way, they shouldn't automatically be allowed to do it. Maybe there's something that can pop up that says, would you like us to store your information and settings for the next time, or for the future, just in case you decide you want to come back and reinstall the app, maybe after there's been some updates to the app, opposing that's maybe why you got rid of it, or didn't need it anymore. So I'll read a little bit of this article here. It says, moving forward, developers of these apps will be required to provide an option for users to initiate account and data associated with said account deletion from both the app and the web. The goal of this change ultimately is for users to have more control over their account data, which, like I said, we should have always had more control over our app data. We shouldn't have to allow for a fitness app, they shouldn't have control over our photos. If I want you to have my before and after photos, I'll let you know. Most people, like I said, if they have a fitness app, they don't even have a profile pic, or if it is, it's not them or not even a person. It could be anything. So this is good. They're late, but better late than never. It's very interesting. I find towards the end of the article, and I'll leave the link for the article in the description, as I always do. But there's a line that says, I guess this is coming from one of the developers. It says, "I'm all for data transparency, but being an app developer cannot be an easy job these days." Well, I mean, you need to take some responsibility, right? If you're developing an app, you have to think about it in a way that how the user is thinking about it. Like, do you want your personal information all over, the web? And these are third-party apps. They're being installed. You don't know who's behind these apps. Not all the apps that are on a Play Store are purely legit, right? There's some security issues. We've all heard about it. And, you should have the option, based on how you feel, on whether or not you want to trust this app with certain things. It should not be forced in order to use the app. They need to come up with a more user-friendly way that ensures the end user that their privacy is going to be safe, and that they're not jeopardizing their privacy just to use an app that they may not really like anyway. So I go and uninstall the app. You still have my information. Nobody's happy. You didn't get me to stay, and now you have my data, and I don't know what you're doing with it. So I like that they're finally imposing this. We need to see more of this, and I really hope that it's sooner than later. According to the article, we may not see it for another year, but hopefully it'll be a little sooner, and I do hope that the idea stays. They don't change their mind. And yeah. So that's it for this one. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you think this is good. Does it really matter? Have you ever really felt like your privacy was a concern using your smartphone, whether it's Android, iPhone? I know many are gonna say not so much with iPhone. A lot of iPhone users feel like the App Store is a little bit more trusting, a little more secure. I guess due to Apple's quality control. That's debatable, right? I think they both have to, we have to be careful with both, right? So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. As always, I want to thank you for listening in, and bye for now.